Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Okay, good morning everyone. The Honorable Mr. Rahman Hakim as our lecturer. In this occasion, we want to present our materials about chatbot. And I would like to introduce myself. My name is Tasmi. I'm as the moderator in these presentations. And my friends are Sheila Mitha, Melinda, and the last is Andini. Next slide. Okay, the contents that we would like to present are about ELIZA, A.L.I.C.E, Mitsuku, Turing test, and the last is next slide, please. Okay, first of all, we have to know about what is chatbot. At the most basic, bot is a computer program that simulates and processes human conversation, either written or spoken, allowing humans to interact with digital devices as if they were communicating with a real person. The second short time is yours.
Okay, so for the next material is about ELIZA. So ELIZA is considered to be the first chatbot in the history of computer science. And Joseph Weizenbaum created it at MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the mid-1960s. It's best known in combination with Dr. Script, which simulates a psychotherapist. So what does ELIZA do? So ELIZA works by recognizing keyword or phrases in the input and then recreating a response based on those keywords from pre-programmed responses. For example, suppose a human says, "My mother cooks good food." So ELIZA would say mother, and the user the impression that they were speaking with someone who understood their input. Next slide, please. So about ELIZA effect, the ELIZA effect is a term used to discuss progressive artificial intelligence. It is the idea that people may falsely attach meaning of symbols or words that they ascribe to artificial intelligence in technology. So what does ELIZA do? ELIZA effect do? It's idolizing machine, mirroring language, expert system, and causal therapy. The ELIZA effect can be useful in building mock AI complete system, but can also mislead or confuse users.
And next we are talking about A.L.I.C.E. What is A.L.I.C.E? A.L.I.C.E or Artificial Linguistic Internet Computer Entity, also referred to as A.L.I.C.E bot or simply A.L.I.C.E, is a natural language processing or NLP chatbot designed to engage in conversation by reacting human input and responding as naturally as possible. A.L.I.C.E was originally composed by Richard Wallace on November 23 in 1995. It was inspired by Joseph Weizenbaum's classical ELIZA program. And A.L.I.C.E has won many awards and is 3 times Loebner Prize winner in 2000, 2001, and 2004, an award for accomplished humanoid and talking robots. What makes A.L.I.C.E being an impressive chatbot is because A.L.I.C.E has great language processing, especially in linguistic deflection. Linguistic deflection is a way for the chatbot to avoid responding to an input it does not understand by giving a canned response. If you want to visit A.L.I.C.E, it's in alice.pandorabots.com. Next slide, please. And the next is Kuki AI, or known as Mitsuki. Kuki is an embodied AI bot designed to befriend humans in metaverse. Formerly known as Mitsuki, Kuki is a chatbot created from Pandora Bots, AML technology by Steve Warswick. It is a 5-time winner of a Turing test competition called the Loebner Prize in 2013, 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019, for which it holds a world record. Her intelligence, Kuki intelligence, includes the ability to reason with specific objects. For example, if someone asks, "Can you eat a house?" Kuki looks up the properties for house, finds the value of made from is set to brick, and replies no, as a house is not edible. She can play games and do magic tricks at the user's request. If you want to visit Kuki AI, you can go to www.kuki.ai. Thank you.
Okay, the next is, what is the Turing test? The Turing test is a method of inquiry in artificial intelligence, or AI, for determining whether or not a computer is capable of thinking like a human being. The test is named Alan Turing, the founder of the Turing test, and an English computer scientist, cryptanalyst, mathematician, and theoretical biologist. Turing introduced the test in his 1950 paper called Computing Machinery and Intelligence while at the University of Manchester. In his paper, Turing proposed a twist on what is called the imitation game. The imitation game involves no use of AI, but rather 3 human participants in 3 separate rooms. Each room is connected via a screen and keyboard, one containing a male, the other a female, and the other is containing a female or female judge. The female tries to convince the judge that she is a male, and the judge tries to disseminate which is the female or male. The original Turing test requires 3 terminals, each of which is the cyclically separated from the other 2. One terminal is operated by a computer, while the other 2 are operated by humans. During the test, one of the humans functioned as the questioner, while the second humans and the computer function as the respondents. The questioner interrogates the respondent within a specific subject area using a specific format and context. After a present length of time or number of questions, the questioner is then asked to decide which is the respondent was human and which is was a computer. The test is repeated many times. If the questioner makes the correct determination in half of the test runs or less, the computer is considered to have artificial intelligence because the questioner regards it as just as human as the human's respondent. There are variation and alternatives to the Turing test. The first, there have been a number of variations to the Turing test to make it more relevant, such as example, the first resolved Turing test, where the human tries to convince a computer that is not a computer. Its example is a CAPTCHA. The second is total Turing test, where the questioner can also test perceptual abilities as well as the ability to manipulate objects. And the last is minimum intelligence a signal test, where only true or false and yes or no questions are given. Then, the alternatives to Turing tests were later developed because many see the Turing test to be flawed. These alternatives include tests such as the first is the Marcus test, in which a program that can watch a television show is tested by being asked meaningful questions about the show's content. The second is the Loveless test 2.0, which is the test made a detect AI tool is examining its ability to create art. And the last is Winograd's Game Challenge, which is the test that asks multiple choice questions in the specific format. Thank you.
Okay, the next chatbot, the Lubner Prize. The Lubner Prize is an annual competition in artificial intelligence to find the chatbot considered by the judges to be the most human. And the format of the competition a human judge conducts conversation via a computer keyboard with a computer program and with a human being. Based on the responses, the judges decides which is and in the Lubner Prize competition, the judges rank each of their conversation partners from most human-like to least human-like. And this prize was inaugurated in 1990 by Dr. Hugh Lubner in collaboration with the studies in Massachusetts. And then that's in order to encourage advances in human-computer conversation, an important topic in artificial intelligence. Next slide. Yes, that's all of our presentation today. We hope that these materials will be useful for us. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.